So today I had a doctor appointment and I had some blood drawn and um, a couple of things were um, comical to me. Um, I generally, whenever someone finds out how much weight I've lost, they ask me two questions. They ask me how long it took me, and they ask me if I had gastric bypass. Some people even assume that I had gastric bypass. And I don't know why I think that's so funny. It's just, I don't know, just interesting. Um, but the appointment went really well. And it's amazing, like just stepping on the scale. I used to get so nervous about it and stressed out. And even though I know that technically I'm still overweight, um, I don't worry about it. I don't worry. It doesn't bother me for them to see my weight. Um, I don't know. I guess since I know that I'm working on it, it doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, but also, I had my blood drawn for the first time in like a year and a half. And typically, um, before, um, I have scars on my arms from people trying to take blood from me. When I was pregnant, a lot of times I would just tell them to just take the blood from my hand because I didn't want to have to deal with them digging around in my arms. And if you've never had blood taken from your hand, it's a little bit painful. And partly because it's hard for them, because, there's so much more bone and so much less flesh that it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to avoid hitting the bones. And I've had that happen a few times and it hurt really bad. But anyway, um, so I have had some really bad experiences with having my blood drawn. But today I was really excited to go and see the difference. And it was amazing. It's like they didn't have any problem at all. I don't even think I was in there for 5 minutes. She just like um, make a fist. She tied is it a tourniquet, I think? I don't know. Uh, she did that and then she stuck me and that was it. And I was just amazed. And, I told her that I was excited, to have it done, which I seriously doubt she's had very many patients who were excited to get it done. But I was excited. And it just, I've had so many of these aha moments in this whole process, and it's just amazing. I mean, I know that when I was so overweight that I was unhappy. I know that I was. And I'm not saying that everybody who's obese is unhappy, but I know that I was. And I didn't even know how unhappy I was. Um, it's like this whole process has been me learning kind of how unhappy I really was and how um, and really how to resolve that. And so I'm just so blessed, and God has He's just done so many good things for me, and I am just so excited to see what the future holds. Um, yeah. So anyway, I hope that you had an awesome day. And one of the things that I've had to keep doing over and over in this whole process is just refocusing. And when I have a bad day or I have a bad weigh-in or whatever, sometimes it is so hard to stay focused. It's, like especially if you work hard and then it doesn't show up on the scale. And that is so disappointing and it is so hard. to keep going. And a lot of times, I know that I did, and I and I know that it's pretty typical for us to sabotage ourselves when we have a bad day, or like the first time that I worked out and then gained weight that week. That was so hard for me. I was so emotional, and it just, oh, it crushed me. But when I think of all the times, all the weeks in my weight loss, I think that that was the pivotal moment for me, or it was one pivotal moment because there are many. But I think that for me, realizing that just keeping on, persevering in the face of adversity, um, and the fact that I could, and that I didn't have to give up, and that if I just kept on keeping on, that it would turn out okay. And all of that really leads back to my faith in God. It's this whole process, even more than losing weight, has been about me learning to trust God and learning to um, walk in the Spirit. And it's just amazing because whenever I have a bad week or a bad month or a bad 6 months, I really have to learn over again to just focus, keep the important things important, because ultimately losing weight is not the important thing. Um, I have to keep my focus on um, the real things, the things that are eternal, the things that um, the reason that I do anything. And so, yeah, so if you um, had a bad week or a bad day or whatever, don't um, don't stop. Don't stop. If you've already stopped and you are standing, um, not growing, just try one more time. Just just do one thing. Just one thing. You can do one thing to um, move toward your goal. Whatever it is, you can do it. If you haven't worked out in a month, just do something right now. Just go put your shoes on and turn on some music and work really hard at cleaning your house. Um, or just 5 minutes. Just say for 5 minutes, just walk one time around your block. And every single time I have ever done that, when I was done doing the initial thing that I committed to doing, I felt like doing more. And if you don't feel like doing more, who cares? That 5 minutes that you spent walking around the block was better than 5 minutes sitting on the couch. So there you go. So just keep on keeping on, even if it doesn't look like it's going to pay off. Just keep on keeping on. Look at it and see if there's something that you can change, something that you can learn. But just keep on going. Just don't give up because you can do it. I know you can. Anyway, okay. I will see you later. Bye.